Hi everyone, I am back. I had some people who wanted me to show more videos of me cooking, so I decided to go ahead and show you this recipe that I am doing, actually for the first time, but I heard a lot about this recipe. As you may or may not know, I'm doing Weight Watchers, and this is a 0 point soup that I am doing today. And for those of you who are not on Weight Watchers, 0 points is basically fantastic for you. There's nothing bad. There's a lot of nutritional value in whatever you're eating. That's 0 points. Typically, it's fruits and vegetables that are 0 points. Anyways, so this is a purely vegetable soup that's 0 points, and it's very easy to make, and that's why I'm showing it. This first video is going to go over some of the ingredients. Again, I don't have fancy camera equipment, so bear with me. You just need a regular big pot like this. You can do any type of vegetables. That's one great thing about this recipe. You can do whatever vegetable you like to do. In here, in this one, I have kale and cabbage in here. And then in this bowl, I have green bell peppers, mushrooms, there's some carrots down here, green onions, and if we dig, there's probably some zucchini down at the bottom of here. But again, you can do whatever you like in your soup. And the important thing to remember with this is that you want something that's hearty. A vegetable soup, a lot of people think, oh, this is this runny kind of soup kind of thing, but this is a hearty recipe, so you want to make sure you load it with vegetables you like. So I'm going to bring you over here, which is some of the other seasonings that go with it. And the base of it could be any kind of broth, but the important thing is that it's fat free, and this one has low in sodium too, so it's 0 points. Again, I think the whole box is 1, but I'm not drinking a whole box of broth in one sitting. But there's garlic that goes in here, tomato sauce. You can also use tomato paste if you prefer, depending on your preference. I have a lot of garlic. I like garlic. And then some of the seasonings I'm using, again, this is flexible. You can use whatever type of seasoning you like. I have pepper. I have salt. This is actually sea salt. Garlic powder. I like things a little spicy for my liking, but you don't have to. I have cayenne pepper here, and then red pepper flakes, and then I have basil and thyme. And you can also substitute, instead of the dry seasonings, you can do fresh as well. There's nothing wrong with that. And then I also have some water here. Typically, there's so much vegetables, the broth is not going to cover all of it, and you don't want to add so much broth either, because broth, eventually you're going to get too much sodium and things like that, which defeats the whole purpose of the soup. So I will come back and show you after I load everything in. Alright everyone, so just to give you an update on this, where my soup's at right now. So I put everything in here. I did fill it more. As I stated before, you're going to put some more water, and this is my first time making it, so again, you have to make adjustments, and it's kind of cooking's learning constantly. So I did add all the box of chicken broth, 2 cups of water, and then I had to add in another cup and a half, because you want the water to fully, not fully immerse it, but enough to cover the vegetables, because you don't want to have dry, overcooked vegetables and on top. The other thing is that, depending on the size of your pot, this is actually the biggest one I have. However, I do have extra. I did not use all my cabbage and kale, which I can, store it away for another time, for another use, so it's not a big deal. What you're going to do now is to cover this and bring it to a boil on high heat. And then once it starts boiling, you're going to lower the heat and let it simmer for another 10 minutes. And we'll come back once that's done. Alright everyone, I'm back. I let it boil, like I said, on high. It'll take about depending how big your pot, it took about between probably 5 or 10 minutes. And then you want to lower the heat again to a simmer and cook it for another 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to uncover it so you can kind of see. So I wish again that you could smell this. This smells amazing. I'm going to stir it around so you can kind of see the consistency. But it is a hearty soup, and it's very good for you. Again, for Weight Watchers, this is a 0-point soup, and I like to make it ahead of time. If you prefer, preferably you should make it even the day before, because just store it in the refrigerator and let it soak in the seasoning, because usually as time goes on it's going to taste better day by day. And for single people like myself, or people with small families, you can store this up easily, freeze this as a quick and easy meal, or on the go kind of meal you can bring to work and warm it up if you have a microwave in your office. So this is, again, vegetable soup, very hearty one, and it's perfect for any occasion. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.